Hey, hello everyone. I'll show you a few tricks of formatting Word document in this collaborate session. Now you've learned that it is very important to format business documents correctly. Okay, business reports, especially those formal reports in manuscript format, have many components, front matter components and back matter components, and usually have many pages. It takes expertise to format Word document correctly. I actually have a friend who works in Mylan Pharmaceutical. His job is to format medical documents, and he's well paid. Right? So do you know how long a report to CDC might be? I think if it is printed, it'll take up my entire office. Of course, you can't see how big my office is. It's about 10 by 10. By the way, when the summer is over and you're back on campus, stop by my office and say hi. I'd be very happy to meet you in person. Okay, anyway, back to the medical report. A medical report to CDC might be hundreds or thousands of pages. Of course, it's all digital now, so my friend's job is to make sure all the formatting is correct and consistent in a huge document, including the page numbers, table of content, list of figures, all the headings. Okay? So I'm going to show you a few techniques in formatting long Word document. The topics are listed on the screen. First, I'll talk about the use of show and hide button. Then I'm going to show you how to remove space created by Word default setting. So the document is ready to be formatted. Okay. Then I'm going to show you how to create section breaks and page breaks. After that, I will show you how to add different page numbers and margins to different sections. I'll then show you how to format headings correctly, so table of content can be easily created. Okay. The same goes with the list of figures. You can format the figure headings so list of figures can be generated by Word automatically. Now let me share my desktop with you so you can watch me going through the steps. Okay. Alright, here is the document I just created for demonstration. I actually copied and pasted a news article from BNE website. And I copied and pasted it a few times to make this document about 7 pages long. Okay, you can work on your own formal report. I would suggest you to watch this collaborate session entirely for the first time before you start working on your document. You can replay this recording and pause as you wish. By the way, I'm a PC user, so those of you who are using Mac, your Word document will look different. Most functions are the same, but you just need to Google the equivalent name for those functions. Now first, let's look at the show and hide button, or the function. It's right here. Okay. So many people don't know about this function. Okay. It is very useful when it comes to formatting. This is the regular view of Word document. When the show and hide is selected, okay, now you can see all the hidden marks, the paragraph marks, the little dot in between the words to indicate the empty space. Okay, it makes the document look busy. My eyes don't like, looking at it all the time. You should turn it off when you are working on the content. Okay, so it looks clean. Only turn this function on when you are formatting the document. Okay, let me show you why it is so helpful to have this function on. When it is off, okay, you can see there's a space between the dateline, May 28th. There's space in between the dateline and the next paragraph. It looks like 2 blank lines. Okay. Now, but when you turn this function on, you actually see there's only 1 blank line indicated by the paragraph mark. Okay, and if you highlight this line, you see there's big space before the line. That's the spacing before paragraph put in by Word. Okay, and if you look at the last line of this paragraph, there's spacing after the paragraph. So Word will create some kind of default setting to show there is actually space between the paragraphs, but there is no blank line on there. Okay, so what you need to do is to make sure there's no spacing before or after paragraphs. Only use blank lines to separate paragraphs and headings. Okay, you can go to this place, line and paragraph spacing. Okay, click on that. It'll tell you, all right, so you can remove space before paragraph or remove space after paragraph. Okay, let me see. Let me make sure I'm here. So when you see, if you remove that, you see the difference. Okay, let me show you here again. When you click on that, when you click remove space after paragraph, see? Okay, and of course you can add if you want to, but I would suggest you to use the blank line only. Okay. Another easy way to fix the entire document, okay, it's going to be a trouble for you to go through each paragraph to remove the spacing. So what you can do is to highlight the entire document, okay, Control A, highlight the entire document and go to the style, okay, notice here, and there's no spacing option. Okay, click on that. All right. So your entire document is clean now. Okay. And then you can, of course, put in the blank line to separate the paragraphs. Of course, you're using single space and you're using block style, the popular style for documents nowadays. Okay. Okay, so there's no spacing. Then you need to make sure you're using the correct font size and line spacing. Okay, let's highlight the entire document again. Okay, go to font, make sure it's Calibri. All right. For Mac users, the default Word setting or the default font that Word uses is Cambly. Okay, the Cambly looks really ugly on screen and on print. So make sure you use Calibri or Times New Roman. All right, I'm going to use Calibri and make sure the font is 12, okay, and the spacing, the line spacing, you need to use the single space. All right, okay.